You like this one? Remember it? This is the live version. For those of you.
Oh, this is the live version. Very cool. Come on, it's coming. Come on, guys, help me out here. What is this song?
It's gonna take a while.
I know it.
You know
it's
it?
driving me crazy.
You don't know it. Come on, somebody.
Help me. I don't care that we're looking good. I'm just like, looking at, okay, what's the song?
You know it.
Where's my Shazam? Hang on.
No cheating, no cheating, no cheating.
It's Tech Tuesday. I can do what I want. Hang on, I got my Shazam. Come on.
You guys
Tech
know what
Tuesday.
Shazam is?
No, Chase, nobody knows this song. Where did you find this? Ah, Shazam knew it though. Ain't that a shame? My cheap trick.
Yeah, I'll shut it off. It was just about to go. Oh well. Why did I want to pick Ain't That a Shame? Because it's a damn shame if you don't have some of our tech tools.
Including Shazam.
Yeah. So.
Which, by the way, is an incredible app that you literally click the button and it listens and it tells you what song is playing, which I would have probably paid $1 million for back in the 80s.
Yeah, and Apple bought them, right?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's part of your Apple Music now, too. So, but it's really great because when you're walking, especially when you're walking through a mall or a store or something, and you hear a song and you're like, oh, what was that song? What was that song? And then you press the button and it tells you.
Well, I remember literally listening to the radio in the 80s and waiting for the DJ at the end of the song to say the song, and then he'd go to commercial.
Somebody said Rush, right? I can barely read because I don't.
That's Anthea. Anthea's saying Rush.
Anthea, that was a really good guess because it sounded a little bit rushy.
You know
right?
what? Because it was live, so
Yeah.
we'll give her that one.
Yeah.
So today is Tech Tuesday, and we have a couple of great things to show you that I love. But the one that I'm going to show you, I literally probably use every day.
Me too.
And you use yours every day as well. But they are Chrome plugins. So these are not an app. They're not a website, although I am going to show you how to find them. But you do need to do them on Google Chrome.
And if you're not using Google Chrome, you really should because everything cool is on Google Chrome.
Well, it's interesting because literally I will try to go on a site and they're like, I'm sorry, you're not using Google Chrome.
Yeah.
If I go on Safari and forget about the Microsoft ones, those or Firefox or all of those ones.
Old school. Those are for the corporate peeps that are still hanging on to their IBM ThinkPads.
Those are brutal. So these ones are Google Chrome plugins. And the first one I wanted to show you is one that I absolutely love. And it's called Awesome Screenshot. So literally it's Awesome Screenshot.
And anyone who's it's fantastic. And there's other ones that people use, not as good as this one.
No. So what I want to show you is how to use it. I'm going to show you actually how to use both of these. So here I am on my On Point Mentor profile, but you can use any website. It doesn't matter. The challenge in the world of today is that if you save a URL, so say you saved, I don't know, this one or faychapel.com or stacymaynard.com or whatever the case may be, and you save just the URL, because that's what a lot of people will do is they'll start to do the research and they'll just save the URL. Well, guess what happens? Next week, I may decide to update my website and all of the information that you wanted or you were using for your research has now changed because the website has changed.
Right.
So this is a way that you can save the website. So I go over here to my little awesome screenshot thing that pops up and I go full page. And this is what happens. It captures the whole thing. It goes through it really fast. Obviously, the longer the web page, the longer it takes to go through. It finishes. And boom, you can mark it up. You can add text. You can do whatever you want. You click done. And this is what I love is you can literally save it as a PDF.
Yeah, PDF's the best choice. Printing doesn't always look great.
No, because printing will sometimes move things around. And then you can download it as an image, but that's probably not the best solution. So that is probably my favorite thing. Again, yesterday we talked about lead magnets.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a shout out to my dad who walked by the live as my mom was tuning in and wanted to know why Faye and I were talking about lead magnets. And he goes, why are they talking about heavy stuff? So I thought that was really cute.
It had something to do with building the dog.
Exactly. Well, we did go look for stuff afterwards. So when you are doing your lead magnet, there's a lot of research that's involved, and you go to websites and you want to be able to save the information. So again, if you want to save the URL, but the URL may change, this is a great opportunity to save the full page and use that for research.
Yeah. And so remember, though, you're going to save the page, which means that save it to a folder that you're actually going to go to and look at it, because it's not just saving a page for saving a page, right?
Well, what ends up happening is you end up having, when you're doing research, you'll end up having 15 tabs open. And then you're like, well, what was that again? And what was I thinking about? So again, create a folder on your computer that's research for whatever you're doing, plop that one in, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So.
I literally, everybody I know who has this probably uses it at least once a day when they're doing their research. And that's how you go about creating programs, right? Because you're looking at what's out there. You want to see what other people are doing. You might love how somebody has their sales page done, or their landing page, or just an information. So yeah, and Stacy's right. You can't always go back. There is a cool thing that is totally off track, but there's something called the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, we don't want to go there yet.
so sometimes
this is better.
Yeah. No, sometimes though, if somebody's changed their website and you didn't save it, you can go to the Wayback Machine and you can find their website from a year ago.
Yeah, I actually had my brother do that one time.
I love it. Like that I actually did it for me once because I couldn't remember. I deleted a page and I remember there was something good on it.
Damn it. Yes, that's right. I've done that. Yeah.
So you can go back. Anyways, that's not the one I'm talking about. But for those of you, can you just show them what else you can choose? You chose full page.
I did.
But
so just hang on one second. I just want to give a shout out to Anthea. She wrote the content for her lead magnet this morning.
Yay! Good job.
Love it.
That's
so congratulations. Great. I love people who come, watch, and do.
That's great. Congratulations.
That's awesome. Okay, so let me just go back here. So if I were to do awesome screenshot, I can just do the visible part that I'm looking at, but I can also do a selected area, which I think is really cool. Yeah. So if I just wanted to do that part, and then I just capture it and save it rather than do the whole page. I just usually do the whole page because, again, there's things that either I've seen on it, I want to reference, like they said, something's laid out a certain way.
But then there's sometimes when they're, sometimes you'll be on a page and it's a blog or something. At the bottom, there's 4 million comments and you don't want to, you just want to copy their blog. You don't want to read their comments. So that's when you would kind of crop it. So totally up to you, but it's a freebie. There's an upgraded version. You don't need it.
Yeah, I've never used the upgraded version at all.
So it
keeps my tabs clean, especially when I'm doing research and I have so much stuff open or just searching around for different things. And I don't want to lose what one person said. And sometimes I just do mini screenshots and stuff, but it's just nice to have the context of it. And I like the fact that you can kind of make notes on it, but better is this one.
Oh, yeah.
She always gets the really cool, sexy ones.
Well, I just found this one.
I think I'm going to start flipping a coin.
Yeah, well, I found it. Just found it. Whatever. I just found it. So don't go there yet. I want to tell them. I know. Explain it. So this is, so we all use Awesome Screenshot. We've all used it for years and years and years. I think can't even remember how long it's been. It's been that long.
Yeah, and I've used previous versions and it's much better now. Yeah.
So, and then there's also, there's a lot of ones that record video. So, you can use your ScreenFlow, which we all have. There's Snippet and what's their
QuickTime.
There's like so many things that you can record your screen. I have Clapboard, you have Loom. There's so many of them. And those are great because if you want to record something like a webinar or something that's going on that you can't watch and there's no replay, you can record it, right? But here's the dilemma that I faced the other day.
Well, hang on. I'm just going to tell you a quick story. I actually remember I needed to record a webinar. I needed to record the webinar because there was no replay. And I literally remember setting my computer up and then I left for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because I had something to do, but I wanted to get the information and then I had to come back. So I'm so happy that this solution exists.
So it would record your screen, which means that if you're recording a video, you can't do anything else because if you flip your tabs, you're screwed. So that's the problem. So what I wanted to do last week, 2 weeks ago, no, it was only last week. What I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to record the webinar, but I had a lot of work to do. And I thought there's got to be a freaking solution to this. Like,
There's always a way.
So I looked and researched, and then I found one Chrome plugin, and it's called Screencastify. And here's the cool part, guys. You can record a tab. So if you have 3 tabs open, you can set it to record only that tab. So as the video is going, it will record that tab, that video, and you can use your computer to do anything else you want at the same time.
Okay, that would have saved me.
Yeah. So
So
here's the thing. So if you go to the site, it's like $49. It's a Chrome extension. Again, all you do is add it. So if you scroll down, but I'm a little sneaky because I'm always looking for deals.
Ooh, but what if you go to the school part?
So all we did was went to educational. Well, actually, you don't have to do that. Go back to the front page. No, go back to the front page. Okay, so you'll see the $49. Scroll down. Where is it? Where was the price point?
It was on the pricing page.
Okay, so now look. Click over that, and now it shows you educational discounts. So you can get for $29.
Well, that's just cool.
So I got it. And I recorded the video I wanted to record, and I can't find it anywhere else. After I researched it, I realized that anyone, like, it is the #1 thing that people tell you to use because it records browsers specifically. So for those of you who do, want to record a webinar, want to record a video that isn't going to have a replay, it's very cool to do.
And I know people who will also, so going back to comparing it to the Awesome Screenshot, I know a lot of people who are looking for ways to record their screen and then talk.
Yeah.
So for example, here's Fay's On Point Mentor profile.
Right.
So instead of using the Awesome Screenshot, if I go over to Screencastify, I'm going to, there's my tab that I'm going to record. There's my microphone. And I can click record while I'm going through it.
Right.
Okay, so what I want, I have to wait for it to start. So here's Fay's profile. What I want to do here is I remember that I really like the way this is laid out. I like the way that she positioned this. I want to make sure I record it before she makes any changes because I like how she's done the different buckets and the coloration.
And then, hold on, if you can go to the video, though, go up to the video, you can press the video. It can play, and you're recording all this at the same time.
I've been coaching.
So
which is very, very cool.
Right.
And then I just go to the top and I press stop. And then it says it's being recorded. So I obviously,
if you had gone, for example, if you went to put my video on, record it, then you can leave. You can go to another browser and do what you want to do. You don't even have to watch.
Yeah, but if you wanted to make, there's just so many different ways.
So many options.
Which is really cool. But I like that you can share it.
I know.
It makes a shareable link.
It's great. And it's only, like I said, $29 with the educational discount.
But if you play this.
So here's Fay's profile.
Like, great place to, like, you can talk through it. If you wanted explainer videos or exactly what Fay wanted, which is the webinar and record it. Anyway, I love the fact that it records a tab only.
Yeah.
Because most of them just do screens.
Yeah, and that's always the problem. So it is really, really cool. So both of these that we call them browser hacks because they save you tons of time. And at the very least, you should get Awesome Screenshot because it's free.
Yeah.
But if you do want to start, recording stuff and keep working, grab that because I don't know how long their educational discount thing will stay on there. I think it's probably just they're doing it because of COVID and they're letting people say, they're at home stuck and they're trying to learn new things. So we're just going to leave this educational thing on for a while. But even the truth is, even at $49, was it? Even at $49, it's a really good price. I would have bought it anyway because it solved my problem. So again, this is how I look at it. $49 would have solved my problem last week. Was the problem worth a $49 fix? Yes, because I would have spent, 2 hours away from my computer because I otherwise would have had to record it. And then I would have, wasted 2 hours of my time. So it's a really great thing. You guys should really think about it.
So both of them time savers, both of them just great ways to collect information.
Yeah.
Whether it's in like a webinar format, whether it's in you want to save a web page, whatever you're doing. And what we wanted to do with these obviously is related to the lead magnet. So if you did not watch the lead magnet thing yesterday, the training, go back to the Master It Monday and watch for lead magnets. And we just talk about research and what you're doing and all of that kind of stuff. So these two, I just love them, because you know what? You never know when people are going to change stuff. And unfortunately, I don't know why people do webinars that they don't have a replay.
I know.
It irritates me, because I'm sorry, my life just cannot stop because you decide that it works for you.
Yeah.
So I'm just always a big fan of replays, and I will watch them. Yeah. And please try to sell me your programs. Go ahead. I'm good with all of that. But when they actually say right away that they don't have a replay, you need to find a solution. So I don't have this, but I will later. Because I've been looking for the same thing. And recording the computer audio is also sometimes can get to be a challenge when you're doing your screen recording as well.
Yeah. So it's really cool. It's money worth. It's money well spent.
And Anthea's agreeing with the same thing. She watches replays, as do I. Like, it doesn't make any sense not to. Yeah. So that's my one piece of advice. If you're doing a webinar, please. And
it's also, the truth is there's lots of videos. Like, I see videos on people's websites that aren't, they might be video blogs or stuff. And you just don't know when they're going to take them down. Yeah. Right. Or master classes and stuff. And I record them because so what I do is, if I'm thinking about doing some new programs or new master classes, I like to see what other people are doing out there. So you can grab that video, throw it in your file in your Trello board, and then maybe it's a year down the road that you're thinking about doing it, and you want to see what is out there, and that's a great way to be able to go back, because it doesn't really matter, when they recorded it, and it doesn't matter that it wasn't a webinar. So anyways, very cool.
So Colin is saying, except today, because we were saying replays, except today, because live is cool too. But actually, I'm going to disagree and say, Colin, when we're done with this live, it stays in the group. So you can watch it forever. Yeah. And then we're also taking it and populating it over into
the YouTube channel.
The Mastermind City YouTube channel. So actually, these videos are going to live on, songs and all, and but they do live in the Facebook group. So if you can't make it, which is why we wanted to do it this way, so if you are unable to join us at noon, and we love to see your comments and we love to see your engagement, but we understand that we don't expect your life to stop at noon just because we decide to do it at noon and it works for us.
Yeah, and most people don't watch it. Most people watch the replay.
No, we constantly get messages later from people who have watched it, or I'll see the comments come in later, or direct messages. So that's the one thing, is that, again, this is not the only time you can watch this. You can watch this next week if you really wanted to. Yeah. And over and over again.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's another great Tech Tuesday. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. These are two of our favorites, but we say that every week because we love everything.
We do. We do love all of them, but I do really love it. And when we kind of talk about it, we're like, ooh, what about this one? Ooh, what about that one? Ooh, what about this one? So we have a whole list. So
we'll try to push it into. So next week, don't forget, Stacy's going to be talking about podcasting next Monday. Mm-hmm. So guess what kind of tech tools you'll see on Tuesday.
Exactly. So I will put the links for the awesome screenshot and Screencastify. As soon as I click stop, I'll put the links up so you guys can take a look at it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Bye, guys.